And welcome back to part 2 of my Castlevania 3 Let's Play, and now that we have Alucard on our side, we can actually do things with him. And we've got more slimes again. Just let's test out Alucard for a bit. Alucard works a bit differently. He doesn't have the usefulness of the whip. Instead, he has what the game calls balls of destruction. Unfortunately, they're not all that threatening. If you want to physically attack enemies, Trevor is your better bet. And let's be honest, he's nowhere near as efficient with sub-weapons as Sypha is. Alucard only gets the stopwatch. That's it. Even Grant gets daggers and the axe. So Alucard gets really shafted when it comes to sub-weapons. So why bother picking him? Well, he can transform into a bat. What this allows him is a lot of maneuverability that Grant and Sypha and even Trevor don't have access to on their own. So I demonstrate it here very quickly. I kind of screwed that up. But in that counter was a 1-up. But yeah, you can transform into a bat even in mid-jump. You can even do it, like, you can switch characters, like go from Trevor to Alucard, and then transform into a bat to save yourself from falling into a pit. This is incredibly useful if you get hit by knockback and you're about to fall into a bottomless pit, so you won't die. And this is pretty much why you pick Alucard. Do I think he's better than Sypha? No. Let's be honest. I know some people that prefer Alucard to Sypha, but honestly, I just think Sypha's sub-weapons are a hell of a lot more efficient. But I do prefer Alucard over Grant, but I just don't consider Grant all that useful, which is why I'm saving his playthrough for last, because he's my least favorite of the partners. I know a lot of beginners like Grant, but he never really did it for me. But anyway, we have one more memorable piece of music in the game. I think it's called Aquarius. This is definitely up the list when people talk about their favorite, the more memorable levels in Castlevania 3. Because there's a lot of cool things that go on this level, namely the music, the scenery is very nice. Castlevania Bloodlines would take the same motif, and I think do a more better job of it. Though, even still, I think this level is more memorable, but I think Bloodlines did it better, if that makes any sense. Anyway, you could fight the Blown Dragon, but you'd be wasting your time since you can just sneak past him as Alucard. Oh, by the way, if you get hit while in your bat form, you will automatically transform. I'm pretty sure you can re-transform, that's assuming you can transform back in time, because when you fall from that, you fall pretty damn fast. So I'm gonna skip the cross, no real reason. I just prefer the holy water at this point. That's just me. I'm a holy water guy over a cross, but you know what? If you want a cross, go for it. Alucard can skip through this section pretty quickly if you want to, but I'm just saving up my hearts just because. I'm trying to build up kills here to get a triple shot very quickly. Why I'm transforming here is because the Bone Dragon instantly curves downward, so you're pretty much, by jumping over that platform, you're gonna run right into him, and that's gonna cost me some health. So, knowing that, I didn't really want to risk it. I mean, if I had managed to sneak past it without transforming, nice, but I just didn't feel like it was worth the risk. And yay, I've got my triple shot. Transform again, move past the Bone Dragon, you don't have to worry about it. A difference between the version I'm playing, which is the Japanese version, obviously translated by a fan patch, and the original American version is that Alucard eats up hearts at a much faster rate, making him pretty much useless, outside of various emergencies. So, if you're playing the American version, well, I guess you're just out of luck. Coming up soon is the boss. He's not too hard. Pretty easy. But when I talk about what makes this level very memorable, is actually coming up pretty soon. Anyway, we can just get past the Bone Dragon again. I don't see why they throw them at you when you can easily skip them. Well, I guess there's no guarantee you'd pick Alucard when you come to this level. Anyway, we've got another Bone Dragon, but this one's a boss. You have to hit the bones in his spine in order to damage him. This is one of the few times where his balls of destruction come in handy just because of their range. He's not too hard as Trevor solo though. Axe helps pretty well. The Holy Word is kind of useless against him, but Cross does alright. I just prefer these, and we get a cutscene for once. Yeah, basically water's flooding the whole place, and we're going to the second part of this particular level. In a second. Don't make a liar out of me. There we go. Gotta make a liar out of me, aren't you? Anyway, water's rising, so you've gotta get the hell out of here. In Castlevania 3, if you touch water, you die. So, it doesn't matter what character you're playing as, none of them can stand water. You could go through that entire section with the threat of water rising on you, but I decided, why bother? Just trim over that, skip right past it. We've got the hearts to burn. Why not use them? They reset it, you go back down to 5 hearts after you complete the next level anyway, so don't really see much point. But with the water rising, you're effectively on a timer, so just be mindful. I find it amusing that the Bone Dragon didn't hurt me for the few seconds, but then hurt me afterwards. Nice going, game. Once I did something to see what would happen, collecting the orb just as the water got to me, and you die anyway. So yeah, don't try it. Unless you want to die, but I don't know why you want to do that. Anyway, we're coming to the bottom of Dracula's Castle. Unlike Sypha's Path, where you go from the front, you're basically attacking it from the underground. So it's a different way of getting there. Also, there was a level next to the Aquarius level that I didn't show off. I will be showing that in Rent's Path, so if you're wondering what that was, you'll see it there. I'm not too big on it. It's kind of a bland level, if you ask me. But next we have a waiting game. These little drops of acid, I assume it's acid, basically destroy blocks over time, and you wait until you can eventually get on by. I'm not going to waste time, I'm just going to transform and move on, but if you don't have Alucard, you pretty much just have to wait until you can jump on by with Trevor. Or Sypha, or... Well, actually, you can't get here with Sypha unless you're doing a New Game Plus. Or whatever the game calls it, I don't even remember. But yeah, if you beat the game, you can restart, and you have your same old partner as before. I think you do. It's been forever since I've done it. And I didn't particularly enjoy it either. But, you'll start at the beginning of the game, and the difficulty will be ramped up. And this is an already difficult game, and I think the difficulty is just right for me. This game is probably one of the hardest I've beaten that I can say I enjoyed. Like, I've beaten harder games, but I didn't like those games. I thought they were pretty badly designed. This game, I feel like, it's as hard as I can possibly stand a game to be and like it. But New Game Plus kind of pisses on that, so I don't care for it. If you want to play New Game Plus, go beat the game. Also, a neat little quirk about Alucard is that he has the same hitbox as Trevor, even though he's technically taller. So he can be hit right in he can be impaled on a sword right in the head, and he won't take any damage. Funny how that works. These things take way too many hits. Of course, I had Sypha with me. I could just use the electrical orb and kill it instantly. But we don't have Sypha. Yeah, all in all, I enjoy Alucard's path, but if I go back to play Castlevania 3, I go play Sypha's path. That's the one I have the most memories with. So, like, I can safely say I've beaten Sypha's path about, I don't know, 10 plus times, which is a healthy amount for this game. Alucard's I've only beaten maybe 3 times, so not nearly as much. Anyway, with Alucard, you can easily destroy that boss, and that's the end of the level. See